Hello everyone, welcome back to Polygon Wizard Plays Minecraft. This is episode 15, and today I'm going to show you a bit of progress I've did since we built the lounge last episode. And we're going to do a little bit of future proofing on our ranch here, our plantation. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, my nether wart is coming in quite handily. All but that one little outlier there is grown in. I've actually harvested this a few times. That one just must be a little cantankerous or something. But also, as you can see, I've done a little work in my tunnel here. I've gone through and changed most of it all to cobble, and I've thrown some stairs and funky configurations down here to make it look like it's all got a bunch of chunks missing. Just thought it would dress up the place a little bit. And also, I have tons of cobblestone, because I've done nothing with, very little building with stone, so it just piles up in my inventory and all my storage places. I've got, I think, 3 double chests in my storage up here in the house, and I've got some also in my 2 different mines, the old mine, the new mine, all sorts of cobblestone built up, so I wanted to use some of it. If you don't use it, cobblestone will definitely build up on you. Since last episode, I've also done a lot of mining. I actually have some diamonds now, yay! So that's why I have myself a lovely new diamond pickaxe. That's efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3, so that's going to last me a long while. I actually have a really nice shovel that I combined from some old ones too, I just don't have it on me. But here's another thing that's new. Look, I've put a few walls in the basement, so this here is a little room now. Got a storage chest, I put some nether wart in here, nothing in here yet. This is going to be kind of like the potions, supplies, storage room. So you've got, you know, nether wart and stuff that you grow back here. Maybe you'll add some more stuff back in here for like growing supplies or whatever. Maybe not, but anyway, here's where I'm going to store a bunch of stuff for doing potions. I got some crafting benches in the wall just to look kind of cool. As you can see out here, I've built a few walls. Instead, I tried a couple things. I had like a long hallway here. I didn't like it, it felt too cramped. So I like having sort of this alcoved open room here, and then a little storage room here, and I think back in here might be a workshop eventually. I don't know what I'm going to do in this area yet. Maybe you guys can send some suggestions. And here's the lounge again. Since I had another wall to play with, I added a sofa and a couple tables in the corner. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. Head on upstairs. I've changed out a chest here in my storage room because I needed room for all this quartz. And the reason I have all that quartz is because I wanted levels. If you guys are playing survival multiplayer like I am and you don't have like a quick XP farm or anything built yet like I am in that situation where I don't have any way to get quick XP, best way, go get quartz. Quartz gives you so much XP, you can spend just about 5 minutes and be well into the 20s. Like, it's, you know, even less than that sometimes, depending on how close you are to a bunch of quartz deposits. So right now I'm lucky I have a bunch right close to me in my portal, so that's nice. Here's the shovel I was talking about. Fortune 2, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. I combined a couple of old shovels I had just because trying to reuse them. That's why I've still got these all in here, so I can combine them with other stuff later when I'm actually building things. I think the next thing I'll do is an axe, because I've got efficiency 3 here, and I have enough diamond to build a new axe at some point, but the one I've got right now will work just fine. I'm breaking 2 efficiency, 1 iron is not a bad axe at all. But see, I have some diamonds. Nothing too super fancy going on in here, just a little different organization. So, let's see, it is nighttime, isn't it? Of course it is. Another way to tell is look out the front door and see if the lights are on. But you can almost see them before you can see the sky. Alright, I think we'll go upstairs here and sleep off the night. So yeah, as you can see, the jukebox is missing since we put it downstairs. Ah, much better. Look at that nice sky outside. Let's go do some stuff today. Be productive. So, what we're going to do today is a little bit of future proofing. And what I mean by that is if you've been watching or paying attention to like the release updates of the snapshots for the 1.6 update, whenever that will be, they've added horses into the game and a bunch of other things, but horses need a place to stay. So that means stables, and I figure here we've got our little plantation house, we've got, you know, kind of our cow and sheep livestock area up here, so I decided out here in the plains area to build me a stable. And as you can see, I've already gotten started. And part of this is because of watching BOO and his Let's Plays. He's kind of gone off into the middle of nowhere to get a bunch of horses, and had like 12 of them. He was like crazy lucky to find them. And he built a stable for him a couple episodes ago in his Let's Play. So I'm kind of stealing the design from him a little bit, although I've put a bunch of my design touches to mesh it with what we've already got. So I'm using a lot more stairs than what he did. I'm using sort of dark and light wood as well. And I'm doing a little different with the floors. But otherwise, other than that, I definitely I'm taking most of this from what he did with it. So this is going to be meant for horses, so I've got kind of one of the pens or whatever set up here already. But until then, we're going to put these guys in here. I went out and found me a couple chickens, and I've bred them a couple times using seeds because I have plenty, plus you can just break the grass when you're over here. I don't really need the eggs yet too much, so I'm not jumping in there. I just kind of have this here really quick to pen them up when I got them back. Because them chickens, they're fast, man. You can chase them all around. So I've just kind of got them temporarily pinned up in there, but we're going to put them in this stable here while we're waiting to get some horses. Maybe, you know, in the future we can build them an actual, like, chicken coop that looks a lot more like what they should be in, but for now, I kind of want them in here, and I want them in a place so I can kill a bunch of them to get feathers, because I need more arrows, and that's kind of the best source I have right now is feathers from them, and then flint. I've got a bunch of flint built up, plus I've got some gravel, so I can always get more flint. And then there's always plenty of wood lying around with all the trees I've got. So, without further ado, I think let's get started here. First up, I think I'm going to go around here and build up the rest of these walls. So, how we do this is just like that one. We'll just go across here with stairs, and I'm going to have to make some more, I'm sure. That's why I got plenty of the wood. So on the outside walls, to give it a lot of detail and depth, I'm using the stairs instead of using flat blocks. So that way you have a little bit of a built-in notch of depth off of the support structure. And then, whoops, helps if I get through the space. And in the middle here, we do an upside down stair on either side and a slab to kind of separate that off. And on the top here in the middle, since you can see from the other side, that's where I'm doing some blocks as well. So let's just go ahead and do that over here. I'm going to try not to spend too long on this. Oops. Ah, that's what I'm hitting. Get out of my way. And I'm out of stairs, so let's go build some new ones. Might be more than I need, but that's okay. You will always use stairs eventually if you're building pretty much anything. At least for me, because I just love stairs, because they give so much possibility for adding details to things. You use them in rooftops, you use them so many different places that I just think you can never have enough stairs lying around. So if I make a little extra when I'm building something, I know I will use them eventually. Alright. I don't think I have enough fences either, so we might have to get more wood for that. But we should get started. Oops. Might help if I have the stairs here. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, this building is pretty simple to make. Even though, you know, you can do a few things to kind of stylize it, make it your own, but the basic structure of it is pretty simple. And if we ever needed more, it's very modular, so we can just add on to it as long as you got room to build it up. The one that BOO built has enough room for his 12 horses, so it's twice as big as the one I've got here, but I don't need that many, so we're stopping at 6. And the reason I did 6 is because just doing 4, so it's 2 sections here, didn't seem long enough. It doesn't seem very stable-like. You know, at least my mental image of stables is more of long buildings. So that's why I did it this way, even though it's more room than I could possibly need right now. Now, also, let's see, put these in. I'm going to run out, aren't I? Ooh. Now, how's that for luck? I got the perfect amount for down here. Now, I have a couple fences and stuff later I want to put up top, but that's okay. Fences are easy to make. Now, the reason we're doing 2 gates down here is apparently horses cannot fit through one gate. So if you have both gates open, the middle doesn't count, you can walk straight through it. But with horses, apparently they are too wide to fit through just this single one. So you have to kind of put 2. So this is why I'm building it this way, so that when I do eventually have horses, they will work just fine. And I won't have to worry about it. Okay, I know I'm going to need more stairs than that. Let's see. Oh, I need blocks too, so we will stick with this. We've got a little bit more if we need to, and of course we've got all these trees we can go chop if we need to. So, yeah, I don't have much to talk about as far as what I've been doing in real life, because it's about the same as last time. Work, and nothing much else, other than I guess I have been watching several of the TV show finales for shows I watch. And also playing a little bit of Minecraft. So I don't know what shows you guys watch on TV, but the ones I watch are very story-based, so they're all the kind of serialized stories, a lot of sci-fi stuff, so like Defiance, like I talked about a couple episodes ago, is one I've been watching, and it's not at the end of season since it started just a little while ago. But for, you know, at least American TV, there's a ton of shows that end in May. And then they go on break until the fall when they start up again, or they get canceled in between seasons. Either way, they are over. And what a lot of them do, at least the kind I watch, because I don't watch much quote-unquote reality TV, but the ones I watch are all story-based, so like, they want people to, you know, come back when the show comes back, and they want it to be, you know, everybody to be missing it in the meantime, so that there's a demand, I guess, is why they do that. I don't know. But anyway, so the ones I watch, a lot of them have cliffhanger endings, and they're built to kind of infuriate you a little bit and be like, no, I want more of the story right now, and you can't get it. Alright, sun is getting down. I'm going to hurry up and build some of this roof. Whoops. So anyway, I've had several shows that I watch that are kind of like that. So Castle is one I watch, mostly because I really like Nathan Fillion. That's how I got into that show. And that show's pretty funny sometimes with the other characters as well in that show. Whoops. I watched some other things as well that have gone on have a finale. And I've got a couple shows that haven't quite gotten there yet. And a few of them definitely have had some crazy finales where it's like, no, don't leave the story there, come on. What are you doing to me? But there's also a few shows that don't do that. It's really weird, the style. Like, some shows like to wrap things all up so that it's nice and neat, and then I can actually. Let's sleep on the roof. So they like kind of tie everything up that they've been doing all season, and then they just say, okay, we're good. Now, when we come back next season, we'll set that up when we get here. And then there's other shows that like have a crazy finale, like something will happen, somebody will die, and then they cut to the credits, or, you know, the episode ends, and you're like, no, you can't leave it there. And then you have a couple of style where it's kind of in between, where they wrap most of the storyline up, but then they continue on a little bit, set up what's going to happen the next year, or next season anyway, not next year necessarily. And there's a few like that I watch. Like, there's one, Nikita, that I watch. It's kind of a semi-guilty pleasure show. I watch it because it's kind of a cheap Alias substitute, because I really liked Alias back when that was on TV. And so it's a lot of the same kind of spy stories and stuff going on with conspiracies and all sorts of things. Alright. We're gonna have to chop some more wood. First I'm gonna fill this in, so I know anything I get, whoops, I can use for stairs. But anyway, the Nikita finale this year kind of wrapped everything up into a almost nice, neat little bow. And then the last couple minutes, it's like, hey, we're going to change things, you know, do these couple things so that you still have that cliffhanger where you're like, when to come back. And we're setting up a little bit of what's going to be happening for the next season. Chopping some trees. Let's see. Probably would be good with just a couple of these trees. Maybe get half a stack or so and get back to building. Don't want to spend too much time just chopping trees. I hate when they do that. It's the spruce trees that are really the culprit, because the top parts are kind of like that, where they have that extra gap or just skinny places, and then those stupid wood block flies out of it. Like it's nothing. You know what? Well, I might need some of these, so we'll leave it for now. Replant a couple of these trees. Well, there we go. I was like, it's not gonna be nice to me. Give me a sapling. Alright, let's go to our workbench, make it some stairs, and finish off this roof. Also want to add it. Make a few fences. That might be enough. I don't remember how many windows I've got, but that's alright. I can make more in a minute. So yeah, now that I've got the roof kind of started here, you can see why I left that gap in the wood for the pillars and stuff instead of having that corner there. It's because the stairs get in the way. And cover it all up so it gives the impression that it will go through there, but once all these stairs are in place, it actually powers that all up. Now, we're still not going to have enough stairs, I don't think, because there's a bunch of upside down ones that I want to put inside. But for now, we'll just finish off kind of the outside roof part of it. Maybe use any extra stairs we may or may not have. Alright, 4. See? Get this all nice here. We'll do the other side. But also inside to make these corners a less blocky, I'm going to use some stairs, but I'll do that off camera probably. Of course that bugs me, so I'm going to make it just enough stairs to go do that. Gotta fill in this little gap here. Now, other than doing some torches in here, this place is pretty much finished. Well, I'm going to do the same thing I did in the house and put some item frames and stuff on here to make that really look better than just plain old torches, but that can wait for later as well. So I kind of like having the gravel pathway in here, and putting sand in here looks kind of good. Now the one thing I'm not sure of is I'm not sure if chickens can go over fences. I can never figure that out. Because fences are 1.5 times tall, so it keeps, you can't jump over it. But I'm not sure if chickens can escape out of there, so I may have to add an extra row of like fence gates up here, but that's only if they start escaping. I will do that. Alright, I need seeds if I'm going to get them over here. Alright, we're kind of done with the roof, so we can get rid of this. I'll step back and give you guys a look. So that's kind of what it looks like from the side. And this is kind of an angled view of it. So I think it looks pretty nice. It fits in with the rest of our ranch here, and I'll probably eventually build kind of a fenced-in area for horses to roam around in. That might wait until we actually get horses in Minecraft, the next official update, because I tried running snapshots, and unfortunately, it doesn't work for me very well as far as for recording. At least it hasn't. I might look into it again. But anyway, eventually we'll have horses, whether snapshots or the official update. Alright guys, you know what? I forgot, I need seeds first. Getting ahead of myself. Because in case you didn't know, you breed chickens with any kind of seeds, but they also follow it, just like, cows with wheat or whatever. So, let's put them here in our new stable. Gee whiz, there we go, finally. Get these guys moved over. I think we'll put them in this first one, because it's the closest. Alright, you like seeds, don't you? Huh? No. They are a little finicky about following you. Grab these eggs. But now it looks like I got your attention. Yeah, okay, that's kind of creepy. Back off, guys. Come on. Zombie chicken horde. No, crap. Alright, you know what, buddy? You're gonna die. And you didn't even give me a feather. How rude. Some eggs as well. We'll toss these in here. Yeah, that's what you guys get for being annoying chickens. And these are being finicky eggs too. Wow, nothing. Still nothing, man. Alright, but I'm gonna use some seeds to breed up these guys a little bit, get me a bunch of chickens and kill them off to give me feathers so I can have arrows again. Because up till now, the only arrows I got from when I killed skeletons, and I'm running low. I'd had maybe a couple stacks at most, and going to the nether to shoot things with arrows will use them up, so that's what I had to do for getting when I was doing blazes and stuff, so I need arrows again, so I figured it's about time to give me some chickens. Get me my workbench back, because this is my traveling workbench. I'm going to tear this down really quick. Although, actually, look good. Ooh, I'm going to tear it down and then take me a screenshot with the sunset, because it looks pretty. But I don't want these blocks in the way. Alright, well, actually, I probably could have done it. Got it. There we go. Sun setting in the background. We've got us a new stable. So, it's a cool new addition. Let me know what you guys think about it and any suggestions for improving it. Like I said, I'm going to put some of the same item frames, those thingies like I have in the house on these torches to fancy it up a little bit. And I'm going to go through and add some upside down stairs to fix the roof in there because I'm picky that way. So as the sun sets on my world here, the sun sets on this episode as well. We'll see you next time.